Hey guys, how's it going? Here's the remnants of today. We got some shocks, some brake hoses, brake lines, all that kind of junk, and a good old metal pile. This is more of the gate metal that was cut off in strips and new stuff put on. I have gotten further along with the gates, and check them out. So all three gates are now done all the way around, which is nice, makes me feel better. And on top of that, I didn't grind anything, but on top of that I did all the latches, got all the latches free so that they work normal now without having to beat them with a hammer. So we'll kind of flip them all up. That's that one. And you can kind of any order which ones you want. You know, you can leave any one of the three down at a time. So if you're working on just this side, you can leave just this side down if you want. It makes a really good work table too. I like that surface on top. I think it's going to get a lot of power equipment repaired on it. And that one. And one more. So the box is all pretty much all done. I ran around and did a bunch of cleanup, popped the motor out of it, and put a light on you guys too. And kind of cleaned up the back. I ran seam sealer around it. I ran all new brake lines. I took all the old rubber pieces out of it. There's like a seal that goes all the way around the front of the motor and on the sides, and it keeps the hot exhaust air down below, and it's supposed to suck fresh air in through the sides. That's the vents that are on the side there. So I got them all prepped up, and then as I said, I ran around with seam sealer, and then I'm going to go mix up some more paint and do the same back here and just kind of help seal this area up and let it be protected of some sort. I think the bottom, everything on the bottom is just going to get oil. But and you can kind of see we get new brake lines, flex lines, you know, a little trio back there. I still have to do this hatch yet. This hatch hasn't been done yet. Not that it needs all that much. It just needs the hinges and stuff kind of squared away and welded up. It doesn't need a bunch of scabbing put on it. The rest of it, the structure of it is actually pretty good. Again, it's just the hinges are wacky, and I got to make that another one of those lock setups so that it holds it in what position you want it to be. And in the front is the pedals are back in, the shifter's back in, and a little block off plate. That one's pretty rusty and rotted though. Let me try to get another one. That's the top of the master cylinder. And down below, as you can see, we got new master cylinder set up, got the reservoir on it, all new lines everywhere. So all the lines are new, all the flex lines. So it's a single circuit setup, 3 S's, and if it fails, you lose everything. So I wanted to make sure that that wasn't going to be an issue. And we got all new lines. Brakes bled up pretty good. I didn't do any adjusting or anything. All wheels lock up and go free, except for that one. It just stays freewheeling all the time, so that one's got something stuck on the inside of it. But they're going to be their own issue along themselves. I just wanted to get it so it was up and functional for having a brake pedal up top, so when I put the motor back in, it's physically drivable. The gas pedal setup still needs to be welded up and set up. I greased up the shifter setup. And I got some more cables to run too. There's a new clutch cable, new throttle cable, 2 emergency brake cables, that kind of thing. Oh, I also put 4 shocks in it all the way around. I had some used ones. I went rummaging in my piles of what I had before I go and order anything, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't, you know, double dipping. But I actually had 6 shocks, and these are the 2 worst ones that I didn't use just because the bushings were looking cracked. But the ones I took out of it were absolutely junk. They had nothing in one direction, so it was a good thing. As I said, I just went hunting in my pile. Got a whole pile of 12-volt bulbs, and I got some 12-volt ones for the dash, that kind of thing, the directionals, turn signals. What I could find of a horn ring. I don't have the button for the center, but this is the body of it, and I still need the ring for the center of it too, though. These are the seals that go around. This is the one that goes across the back and seals off. This pops into that track, slides into that track, and this one is the one that goes around the, it's actually the rear of the engine, as far back as, you know, by the tailgate. That seal runs around there, so I had both of those too, which is good. Actually, nope, that's the one that goes around the engine. I think those two have the same. And what else? I found one bumper bracket. At least I found one. I do have a bumper out back that is white and kind of ratty, kind of matching the front one that you see. But it's off of an early bay window. But I may just put it on there. I think it might be fine. It might fit okay. So if so, that's just going to get. It kind of has that same profile, the correct profile, but it is and it isn't. But that's okay. We're not going to Pebble Beach, as Mike would say. What else is on it? I don't know. Is that enough? Oh, there's a horn on it. I found a 12-volt horn, and check that out. That seemed to be okay. And my wiper setups. Where's my wiper setups? Yeah, see, here's the old shocks that were in it. I found this. This is for a bug. I figured the motor looked the same. I was going to go see if I can go pop this in there, but I have a feeling this motor is 6-volt, because when you put power to it, it's like near. It's like whipping back and forth. So I have a feeling that's what it is. So I kind of need to get actually a whole assembly. This right here on a bug, it's all goes in on a unit. On the bus, the motor bolts to the center, and then they just run a rod over to these pivot points, and the pivot points are just bolted to the body. So you got one there and one there, and actually these ended up being bugged too. They're a little short. Yeah, might lengthen them if I have to. Actually, I could probably lengthen it right there. Come up, and then go a little wider blade on it. Another thing too, yeah, this door handle wasn't working on the outside. Took that apart. That was the first thing this morning, so that's taken care of. But what you can see up there, there's the motor, and it's actually missing the rod, but there's a rod that would come over to. Let me get you up in there. Where is that sucker? Yeah. Anyway, you can see the backs of the pivots. There it is. So yeah, you can see the back of it. So and there's not even a rod connected to that one. There is one on the other side, but I'm missing that one. I need to rebuild those. I don't know what you want to call them, rockers, pivots, whatever they are. These are beat anyway, so they kind of need a whole assembly. So I pretty much need everything. 12-volt. That motor looks the same. If I have to, I'll use that motor from a bug, and then I'll put a ballast resistor in line with it, and it kind of will knock it down to about 8 volts or so, and make them just a little faster than they normally would be without overheating it. So that's where we are. It's getting there. Yeah, just keep picking away at it, and hopefully one day it's all done, and I could just have fun with it. Alright guys, well, I'm going to shut you down. It's about 11 o'clock at night. It's a late nighter, and I'm going to go have at it. tomorrow. Take care. Bye.